Foods that are genetically modified are common in today's society. Farmers and scientists alike have been altering DNA in plants since the dawn of agriculture. By selectively breeding plants and animals with the most desirable traits, our predecessors transformed a simple blade of grass into corn, for example. For the past 20 years, Americans have been eating plants in which scientists have used modern tools to insert a gene here or tweak a gene there, helping the crops tolerate drought and resist herbicides. Around 80% of processed foods in the U.S. contain genetically modified ingredients, as well as a lot of produce and dairy products. GMOs, genetically modified organisms, are crops that are bred at the DNA level to resist disease, herbicides, or drought. They help farmers grow more food at a lower cost.
One, it's because it increased productivity. We get a lot bigger yield, and it allows us to cut down on the amount of herbicide and pesticides we use.
Some American consumer groups believe foods containing GMOs should be labeled. Currently, 64 countries require GMO labeling, but the FDA and Farm Bureau note that no studies of GMO-produced foods have been linked to any form of health or nutritional concern.
Before a food product actually reaches the market, it's researched and verified multiple times, and the safety of GMOs scientifically has never been called into question. There have been over 2,000 studies that have been done on GMOs to prove that they are safe for human consumption.
That's why the Virginia Farm Bureau opposes GMO label mandates. Those farmers believe such regulations would drive up food costs and needlessly scare consumers.
When they realize what they're asking and their food costs went up 20 or 30% just to have a label, then all of a sudden the light bulb would go off, but it would have gone off too late when they realized that. And they just don't realize how good they have it now and how safe the food really is in this country, whether it's organic or conventional.
What we do support is voluntary labeling. If you have a product that you feel is better or can get more market share because it says GMO free, we definitely see the marketplace moving in that direction, and that's a much more sustainable and it's going to have less cost passed on to the consumer if you do that voluntary labeling.
While GMO label legislation is pending in several states, the idea is only being informally discussed in Virginia. Some food companies and grocery chains are voluntarily labeling GMO products.